Have you ever opened your eyes to a brand new morning and immediately felt the invisible weight of yesterday still sitting on your chest? The same looping thoughts creep in before your feet even touch the floor. Another day of pushing through, another day of the same stress, the same exhaustion, the same version of me that never quite feels enough. You reach for your phone, scroll past everyone else's highlight reel of perfect lives, and a quiet voice inside whispers, "Where did my own sense of aliveness go? When did I start just surviving instead of living?" You promise yourself today will be different. But by noon, the distractions, the negativity, the endless notifications, the small frustrations, and the autopilot have already won again. Deep down, you know there is more to life than drifting through it. More strength, more peace, more purpose, more moments that actually feel like yours. But you don't know how to claim it before the world gets its hands on your mind and pulls you under the current of reactivity, comparison, and quiet resignation. What if the secret isn't waiting for motivation to magically arrive, or for circumstances to finally line up perfectly, or for someone else to give you permission to live powerfully? What if the secret is already inside you, waiting to be activated every single morning in the quiet, sacred space between sleep and the first conscious decision of the day? The ancient Stoics didn't wait for perfect conditions to live with clarity, courage, and unshakable inner power. Marcus Aurelius ruled the greatest empire on earth while plagues killed millions, endless wars raged on every frontier, personal losses mounted, and people closest to him betrayed him. Yet he began each morning by reminding himself who he chose to become, no matter what the day brought. He wrote in his private journal, Meditations, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." Epictetus was born into slavery, permanently disabled by a cruel master who deliberately broke his leg as punishment, and still taught that true freedom exists only in the mind you decide to cultivate every single day. No man is free who is not master of himself. Seneca accumulated immense wealth and influence in Nero's dangerous court, survived exile and the constant threat of execution, yet insisted the greatest empire is the one you rule over yourself, starting the moment you wake up and choose how you will meet the day. On Strength Within, we don't just study Stoicism. We turn it into a living, breathing morning ritual you can listen to, absorb, and live every single day to reclaim your mind, set your direction, and step into the version of yourself that doesn't just survive the day but shapes it with intention, calm, discipline, meaning, courage, presence, and unbreakable inner strength. This is not fluffy motivation or temporary feel-good affirmations that fade by lunch. This is battle-tested philosophy, proven across centuries in the harshest conditions, distilled into an 8-part morning practice that thousands now use to wake up sovereign instead of scattered, purposeful instead of reactive, grateful instead of resentful, free instead of chained. No matter what chaos, uncertainty, or difficulty waits outside the door. If you're tired of waking up already defeated, if you're ready to stop letting yesterday's regrets, tomorrow's worries, or today's distractions steal your power, stay with me until the very end. We're going deep into 8 transformative Stoic principles you can listen to every morning, absorb into your nervous system, and live deliberately. Each one builds on the last. Each one rewires how you meet the day. Each one is a deliberate act of self-sovereignty that compounds over time into a completely different life. Hit that like button right now if you're claiming this ritual as your own starting tomorrow morning. In the comments, type, "I begin today with strength," to lock in your commitment, both for the algorithm and for your subconscious mind. Share this video with one person who needs to stop drifting and start directing their life. They'll thank you later when they feel the shift. And subscribe to Strength Within with notifications on. We drop weekly Stoic-powered content designed to forge mental resilience, emotional calm, radical self-mastery, unshakable purpose, and real personal power in a noisy, distracting, unpredictable world. Let's begin your new morning right now. 1. Begin with gratitude, the foundation of inner strength. The instant consciousness returns. Before you reach for your phone, before the to-do list crashes in, before yesterday's unfinished business starts replaying in your head like a broken record, pause. Feel your breath moving in and out without effort. Feel your heart beating steadily, reliably, without you having to ask it to. Feel the simple, staggering miracle that you woke up today. You are alive. You have another 24 hours that literally did not exist yesterday. That alone is a gift. Most people forget the moment their eyes open and their mind starts racing. Gratitude is not positive thinking for the sake of feeling good or ignoring reality. It is the deliberate recognition of truth. Nothing in this world is owed to you, yet so much has already been freely given. You did not earn your next breath, your next heartbeat, your next sunrise, your next opportunity to choose. Marcus Aurelius, emperor amid endless crises, began his mornings by reminding himself of this exact truth. In Meditations, Book 2, he wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." Most people wake up and immediately focus on what's missing or wrong. The alarm is too loud, the body feels heavy, the bank account is low, the inbox is already full, yesterday's argument lingers, tomorrow's uncertainty looms. That single focus shift, from lack and complaint to presence and appreciation, changes the entire trajectory of the day before it even begins. Practical morning gratitude ritual. Do this in the first 60-90 seconds after waking. Lie still or sit up slowly. Do not grab your phone yet. Keep the room quiet. Take 5 slow, deep diaphragmatic breaths. Inhale through the nose for 4 counts, hold for 2, exhale through the mouth for 6. Feel the air fill your lungs, feel your ribcage expand, feel your belly rise and fall. Name 3 things you are genuinely grateful for right now. Make them specific and sensory, not generic platitudes. Example 1. I'm grateful my legs carried me through yesterday and can move again today. I feel them resting on the sheets. Example 2. I'm grateful for the hot coffee I'm about to taste, the smell already filling the kitchen. Example 3. I'm grateful I have eyes to see the light coming through the window and ears to hear the birds or the quiet of the house. Example 4. I'm grateful for this breath, proof I'm still here, still given another chance. Place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. Feel the emotion of gratitude settle in your body for 10-15 seconds. Let it warm your chest like sunlight spreading. Smile softly, even if it feels forced at first. Why this matters on a physiological and philosophical level. Neuroscience shows gratitude activates the prefrontal cortex, executive function, decision-making, long-term thinking, while reducing activity in the amygdala, fear, stress, reactivity center. It increases dopamine and serotonin, creating a natural baseline of calm and motivation. Stoically, gratitude aligns you with nature's truth. Everything outside your control is indifferent, the Stoic indifference. But the way you meet it, grateful or resentful, is yours to choose. When you choose gratitude first, you choose strength first. When you start the day already in deficit, complaining, anxious, resentful, comparing, you spend the next 16 hours trying to climb out of a hole you dug yourself. When you start in surplus, grateful, present, grounded, aware of the gift, you move through challenges from a position of inner abundance. The same traffic jam, the same difficult email, the same argument, the same disappointment feels different when your baseline is gratitude instead of grievance. Expand the practice. After naming 3 gratitudes, ask yourself one reflective question. What would it look like to carry this feeling of gratitude through the whole day, even when things get hard, even when people are unkind, even when plans fail? Let that question become your quiet compass. Visualize yourself staying present and appreciative even during stress. See yourself breathing through frustration at work, smiling at a rude stranger, finding one good thing in a setback. This simple addition turns gratitude from a morning checkbox into a living orientation that influences every decision. Real-life transformation stories. A single father of 2 was waking up every day already exhausted, short-tempered, and overwhelmed. He started this 90-second gratitude ritual. Within 2 weeks, he noticed he was snapping less at his kids, listening more at work, feeling lighter even on tough days. The circumstances hadn't changed. His starting point had. His children began saying, "Dad seems happier lately." A woman battling chronic illness used to wake up dreading her body's pain. She began naming 3 body gratitudes. "I'm grateful my lungs still breathe. I'm grateful my hands can hold a cup. I'm grateful my heart keeps going." Her pain didn't disappear, but her suffering decreased dramatically. She started living again instead of just enduring. A corporate executive drowning in comparison began mourning gratitude before checking email or social media. He noticed envy faded. He became more focused, more generous with his team, and more present at home. Within months, he received a promotion, not because he chased it harder, but because he stopped leaking energy on resentment. Another layer: gratitude is also an antidote to comparison and scarcity thinking. When you scroll social media first thing, you begin the day in deficit. They have more. When you begin with gratitude, you begin in surplus. I already have enough. The same feed looks different when your baseline is appreciation instead of envy. Practical expansion questions to journal or reflect on. What small thing am I taking for granted today? How would yesterday have felt different if I had started with gratitude? Who or what in my life deserves more appreciation than I usually give? This first step, gratitude, is the foundation. Without it, the rest of the ritual sits on shaky ground. With it, everything else becomes possible. 2. Set clear intentions. Take command of your mind before the world tells you who you are today and what matters most. Decide for yourself. Marcus Aurelius didn't wake up hoping the Senate would be kind, the legions victorious, his health perfect, or his enemies fair. He woke up deciding who he would be regardless of what happened. He wrote in Meditations, Book 4, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Setting intentions is claiming that power every morning. It is the moment you stop being a passenger and become the driver. Most people have vague hopes. I want to have a good day, or reactive goals driven by external pressure. I need to finish that report or my boss will be mad. I need to look good on this call. Intentions are different. They are deliberate choices about character, focus, and virtue, independent of outcomes, independent of other people's behavior, independent of luck. Powerful morning intention examples. Choose 1-3 that resonate. Today I will respond to every trigger with calm curiosity instead of automatic reaction. Today I will speak only what is true, necessary, and kind. No gossip, no exaggeration, no people-pleasing. Today I will give my full, undistracted presence to every person I speak with, phone down, eyes up. Today I will do the hard thing first and protect my highest priorities from distractions. Today I will treat every setback as training in resilience and wisdom. No whining, no self-pity. Today I will act with courage in at least one moment where fear wants to stop me. How to set intentions, 2-3 minutes. After gratitude, sit or stand quietly, eyes closed if possible, in silence. Ask, who do I choose to be today? What one quality or virtue do I want to embody no matter what happens outside me? What kind of person do I want to look back on tonight and feel proud of? Write or say aloud 1-3 specific, character-based intentions. Avoid outcome-based goals like, I'll get promoted. Focus on what's in your control. I'll act with excellence and integrity in every task. I'll remain calm under pressure. Visualize yourself living them vividly. See yourself staying calm in traffic, listening deeply to your child or partner, saying no to distractions, finishing the difficult task with focus. Feel the quiet pride of alignment in your chest. See yourself at the end of the day reflecting, I lived my intentions today. Why this matters on a deep level. Intentions pre-program your nervous system, attention, and default responses. When the first challenge arrives, someone cuts you off, a critical email lands, a child melts down, a deadline looms. You're not starting from zero. You already decided how you'll respond. This is the Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, premeditation of evils turned proactive. You rehearse virtue before the test arrives. Real-life transformation stories. A woman in a high-stress corporate job used to wake up anxious about meetings, emails, and politics. She began setting one daily intention. Today I will meet every frustration with patience and presence. Within 3 weeks, her colleagues noticed the change, arguments decreased, her focus sharpened, and she felt in command of her inner state. Not because the job became easier, but because she became stronger first. A young father overwhelmed by parenting and work began intending, "Today I will give my children my full presence, no phone during dinner or play." His kids started saying, "Daddy is really here with us now." His marriage improved. He slept better. Small intention, right arrow, massive ripple. A man recovering from burnout said, "Today I will protect my energy and say no when needed." He started declining non-essential meetings, taking short walks, ending work at a reasonable hour. Within months, he felt alive again, not because life got easier, but because he stopped leaking energy everywhere. Another layer: intentions protect against reactivity and people-pleasing. Without them, your day is shaped by whoever emails first, whoever posts something triggering, whatever mood you happen to wake up in. With them, you become the author, not the reader of your day. You stop being at the mercy of external forces. Practical expansion: keep a small notebook or note app by your bed. Write your 1-3 intentions every morning. Review them at night. Did I live them today? Where did I fall short? And how can I do better tomorrow? This creates a virtuous cycle of intention, right arrow, action, right arrow, reflection, right arrow, refinement. Use a one-word intention on busy days: presence, courage, kindness, focus. Repeat it silently throughout the day like a mantra. Pair intention with visualization. Spend 30 seconds seeing yourself embodying it in a challenging moment. The brain treats imagined practice almost as real as actual practice. 3. Practice discipline. Freedom through self-mastery. Discipline is not punishment. It is liberation. Epictetus said it plainly and powerfully: "No man is free who is not master of himself." Most people believe freedom means doing whatever they feel like in the moment. Stoics understood the opposite. Real freedom is doing what aligns with your highest self even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. Discipline is the bridge between intention and reality, between who you say you want to be and who you actually become. Morning discipline anchors: choose 3-5 to start small and build. Make your bed immediately, small win. Signals order and self-respect. Admiral McRaven's famous speech is rooted in Stoic-like wisdom. Drink a full glass of water first. Hydrate the body that carries your mind. Dehydration fogs thinking. Move intentionally. 5-10 minutes of stretching, walking, bodyweight exercises. No phone, just presence. Delay the phone for at least 30-60 minutes after waking. Protect your attention from external hijacking. Most people lose sovereignty in the first 5 minutes. Do the hardest task or the one you're most avoiding first. Eat the frog. Build momentum. Cold shower or cold face rinse. Voluntary discomfort builds resilience and dopamine baseline. Why this matters: every time you honor a small discipline, you prove to yourself that you can be trusted with bigger things. You build what psychologists call self-efficacy, the deep belief that you can influence your own outcomes. Over time, discipline becomes identity. This is who I am now, someone who follows through even when it's hard. Real-life transformation stories. A man in his 40s felt trapped in mediocrity, procrastination, and self-loathing. He started one discipline: 5 minutes of cold shower every morning. That single act of chosen discomfort created momentum. Within months, he added journaling, reading, consistent exercise, healthier eating, and career changes. The cold shower wasn't the goal. It was the proof he could choose discomfort for growth. Discipline compounded into a completely different life. A single mother of 3 used to wake up overwhelmed and reactive. She began making her bed, drinking water, and doing 5 minutes of stretching before the kids woke. Those 3 tiny disciplines gave her a sense of control. She started saying, "I've already won the first battle of the day." Her patience increased, her mood lifted, her kids felt the calm energy. A student struggling with focus and procrastination began delaying his phone for 60 minutes every morning. He used that time for journaling and planning. His grades improved, his anxiety decreased, and he began trusting himself again. Stoic reflection: discipline is love for your future self. When you feel resistance, pause and ask, am I choosing comfort now at the expense of who I want to become tomorrow? The answer usually hurts enough to move you. Expand the practice. Treat morning discipline as a sacred contract with yourself. Tell yourself, no one is watching. No one will applaud. This is just between me and the man-woman I'm becoming. That private promise builds ironclad self-respect. Track wins in a simple journal. Today I honored my discipline by. Small acknowledgments compound confidence. 4. Focus on service. Find meaning beyond self. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily. What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears. Yet he also wrote, do what is necessary, and whatever the reason of a social animal naturally requires, and as it requires. Service is the antidote to self-absorption and the fastest path to meaning. When your morning includes the question, how can I be useful today? Your entire day shifts from what can I get to what can I give? That shift alone dissolves a surprising amount of anxiety, emptiness, and victim mentality. Practical morning service intention examples. Today I will look for one person who needs encouragement and give it genuinely. No strings, no expectation. Today I will perform one act of kindness without expecting anything in return. Hold the door. Send a thank you message. Listen fully. Today I will listen to understand, not to reply or fix. Give my full presence. Today I will offer my best effort to whatever task is in front of me, as a gift to the world and the people it serves. Why this matters? Modern research shows altruism increases serotonin, oxytocin, and life satisfaction more reliably than personal achievement alone. Stoically, service aligns you with nature's design. Rational beings are meant to cooperate, contribute, and lift the whole. When you serve, you move from isolated ego to connected purpose. Real-life transformation stories. A burned-out executive began starting his day asking, "Who can I help today?" He started mentoring juniors, sending appreciation notes, holding doors, listening without interrupting. Within months, his team's performance soared, and so did his sense of purpose. He didn't need a promotion, he needed meaning beyond self. A woman recovering from divorce felt empty and angry. She began intending, "Today I will do one kind thing for someone else." She complimented strangers, helped coworkers, volunteered once a week. Her anger faded. She started feeling useful again. Service healed her faster than any therapy alone. A teenager struggling with depression began small service, texting a friend thinking of you, helping his mom without being asked. His mood lifted. He told his therapist, "When I help someone, I feel like I matter." Another layer, service protects against victim mentality. When you're focused on giving, you spend less time ruminating on what you lack. You move from scarcity to abundance naturally. Practical expansion. After setting your service intention, visualize one specific moment. You encouraging a struggling colleague, hugging your child with full presence, helping a stranger with a genuine smile. Feel the quiet fulfillment in your chest. Carry that image with you throughout the day. 5. Face your fears. Turn anxiety into action. Most people wake up already anxious about things that haven't happened yet. Meetings, conversations, outcomes, judgments, failures. Stoics practice premeditatio malorum, deliberately imagining potential difficulties so they lose their power to surprise or paralyze. Morning fear facing ritual. 2-3 minutes. Ask, what is the worst realistic thing that could happen today? Be specific but rational. Don't catastrophize into absurdity. Visualize it briefly. Feel the discomfort in your body, heart racing, stomach tightening. Then ask, if it happens, can I still choose virtue? Can I still act with courage, integrity, kindness, wisdom? Answer yes. Breathe slowly, smile at the fear. It has lost its teeth. Why this matters? Fear shrinks when premeditated. You move from reactive, "oh no," to prepared, "I've already decided how I'll respond." This is emotional sovereignty. Real-life transformation stories. A woman terrified of public speaking began visualizing worst-case scenarios every morning, forgetting her lines, audience laughing, voice cracking. She realized even then she could breathe, smile, and continue. The fear never disappeared completely, but it stopped controlling her. She eventually spoke to thousands with calm confidence. A man afraid of financial insecurity visualized losing his job. He asked, "Can I still be a good father, a good person, keep learning?" Yes. He started side hustles and saved aggressively. When the layoff came, he was ready, not fearless, but prepared. A student with social anxiety visualized being ignored or rejected. He realized he could still be kind, still show up. He started small conversations, Rejection happened, yet he survived and grew. Another layer, fear is a compass. It often points toward what matters most: growth, love, contribution. When you face it deliberately, you follow the compass instead of running from it. Practical expansion. After visualizing, affirm. Fear is just a signal. I decide what happens next. This turns anxiety from enemy to messenger. 6. Affirm self-belief. Anchor in your own worth. Most people wake up already doubting themselves, comparing, shrinking, waiting for external proof they are enough. Stoics didn't wait for external validation. They reminded themselves of their inherent capacity for reason, virtue, and resilience. The divine spark Epictetus spoke of. Morning self-belief practice, 30-60 seconds. Look in the mirror or close your eyes and say aloud with conviction, I am capable of reason and choice. I can meet this day with courage and wisdom. My worth is not on trial today. I am enough as I am, and I am growing. Feel the words settle in your body like warm sunlight spreading through your chest. This matters. Self-belief is not arrogance. It is accurate recognition of your rational nature. When you anchor in it every morning, external criticism and failure lose their power to define you. Real-life transformation stories. A young entrepreneur who felt like an imposter began morning affirmations. I am learning, I am growing, I am enough as I am. Within months, his confidence shifted. He pitched boldly, raised funding, stopped seeking constant approval, and built a business he was proud of. A woman recovering from abusive relationships began affirming, my worth is internal and unchangeable. She stopped tolerating disrespect and started attracting healthier connections. A veteran struggling with PTSD began, I survived before, I can choose peace today. He started small acts of courage. His flashbacks lessened, his life expanded. Expand the practice. After affirming, ask, what would someone who truly believed this do today? Then do that thing first. 7. Live fully in the present. Master the only moment you own. Most people wake up already living in yesterday's regrets or tomorrow's worries. Marcus Aurelius wrote, confine yourself to the present. Morning present moment anchor 60 seconds. For 60 seconds, focus only on sensations. Breath moving in and out, feet on floor, sounds around you, temperature of air on skin. Ask, right now in this exact moment, what is actually wrong? Almost always, nothing. The present is almost always bearable. Why this matters? Anxiety lives in future projection. Regret lives in past rumination. Peace lives only here, right now. Real-life transformation stories. A father overwhelmed by work and parenting began 60-second morning presence practice. He noticed his children's smiles, the taste of breakfast, the warmth of sunlight. His stress didn't disappear, but his ability to enjoy what he already had skyrocketed. A woman with chronic anxiety began anchoring in sensation every morning. Panic attacks reduced because she learned to return to right now instead of spiraling into what if. A retiree feeling purposeless began noticing small joys, birds, coffee, sunlight. He started volunteering and found new meaning. Expand. After the 60 seconds, carry the question, where am I right now, with you. When your mind drifts, gently return. This builds the muscle of presence. 8. Speak positive words. Shape your reality through language. Words are not neutral. They program your nervous system, your expectations, your entire day. Seneca, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Morning positive language ritual. Replace I have to with I get to go to work and provide for my family. Replace this is going to be hard with this is going to grow me. Speak aloud. Today I choose courage. Today I choose presence. Today I choose growth. Say to yourself, I am capable, I am resilient, I am becoming. Why this matters? Language shapes perception. Positive framing doesn't deny difficulty, it changes your relationship to it. Real-life transformation stories. A woman battling chronic illness began morning affirmations. My body is doing its best. Today I will move with kindness toward myself. Her pain didn't vanish, but her suffering decreased dramatically. She started living again instead of just enduring. A salesman who hated cold calls began saying, every no is one step closer to yes. His mindset shifted, his results improved. A student afraid of exams began, I am prepared, I will do my best and that is enough. Anxiety dropped, performance rose. Expand, speak positive words to others too. I appreciate you, thank you for your effort. I believe in you. Watch how your world responds when you speak from strength instead of scarcity. These 8 Stoic morning practices: gratitude, clear intentions, discipline, service, facing fear, self-belief, presence, and positive language, become your daily declaration of sovereignty. I am not a victim of circumstance. I am the author of my response. Listen to this every morning. Let it become your ritual. Let it become your strength. On Strength Within, we don't just talk about Stoicism, we live it. Like this video if you're committing to this practice starting tomorrow. Comment "I begin today with strength" below. Share it with someone who needs to wake up differently. Subscribe and turn on notifications. We're building unbreakable minds together, one morning at a time.